All right, y'all. Welcome back to Vegas Gabe. My name is Gabe. This is my channel. If you've never been on my channel, I try to live stream about 4 to 5 times a week. Sometimes I'll go all 7 days if I can. Just depends on my work schedule. But yeah, I'm a Vegas local. On the days that I work, I'll try to find a cool little view from a rooftop parking garage like I am right now, before work, after work, on a break, whatever I can do. But on the days that I'm not working, I'm out on the strip, somewhere out there, walking around, people watching. Just like the last 2 days I was off, so we were out and about, walking all over the strip. But yeah, today I do work in a little later, so this is what I can kind of do for right now. But yeah, welcome to Vegas on this cloudy day. It was actually just raining a few minutes ago. So there's a flash flood warning and a wind advisory. Matt, how's it going? Thanks for being on here. Appreciate you. Thank you. But yeah, there was a wind advisory and a flash flood warning in effect. It was drizzling just a few minutes ago. So not really a heavy rain yet, but it did drizzle for a few minutes. So it is kind of a cloudy day today. I don't expect it to be like that all day though. It's still, let's see, 105 outside, but it doesn't really feel like it to be fair. So I'll take it. But yeah, we're on the rooftop parking garage. Well, not the rooftop, I should say. I'm on the third floor. You can go one more higher to the fourth floor, which is the highest of Rio's parking garage. It's free to park here. You can park here completely free. They have a cool little view of the strip, so it's not far away from where I work, so it's kind of convenient for me to come here. But yeah, it's still a cool little view of the strip. Let's see what we can see from here. So that gold building kind of in the background, that's Mandalay Bay and Delano. Really nice properties, beautiful resorts. Between both properties, I believe they share like 7 pools total, including like a lazy river, a wave pool, Mandalay Bay's regular pool, Delano's regular pool. They have a top optional adults only pool. So they have a lot of pools there. It's a nice property actually. That white building over there, that's actually Excalibur, like the castle themed hotel. Let's see here. Kind of on the other side of the billboard over there, those tall buildings over there, that's actually New York, New York. That's the obviously New York themed hotel out here. If you didn't know, they're all owned by MGM. Pretty much that side of the strip is mostly owned by MGM. Here, I'm gonna move over a little just so we can see this side of the strip, and then we'll move back over. See that olive green kind of building on top? That's actually Park MGM, obviously owned by MGM as well. That is a smokeless casino. So they don't allow cigarette or cigar smoking or anything in there. So if you like gambling but you don't really like cigarette smoke, go check out Park MGM. It's formerly Monte Carlo, but they remodeled it and rebranded it to Park MGM. They have the Dolby Theater in there, so they have quite a few concerts in there and stuff. Really nice property though. It's actually beautiful. Everyone, welcome, welcome. If you like this content, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, please. Hit the like button for me. Let's see. Trying to see what else we can see from here. That tall building is Aria. Aria is another nice, really beautiful property. Tons of places to go eat, all kinds of stuff there. This tall building right here is actually Cosmo. If you watched my live stream yesterday, you actually saw us walk through the Cosmo. So we went inside, saw the beautiful chandelier that's part of the chandelier bar. We actually checked that out. It was really cool. Beautiful, beautiful property. It was so beautiful and elegant and nice in there. So that's Cosmopolitan right there. Matthew, did you manage to go to the Mirage before it closed the other day? Matthew, unfortunately, I wasn't able to. No. So my live stream yesterday was actually scheduled to go into the Mirage, but I was highly disappointed because their website, their social media just said they would cease operations on Wednesday, July 17th, but they didn't say a time. It turns out they actually shut down all the bars just before midnight on Tuesday night, the night before that, and then they closed the table games down at about 1 a.m. and they closed the final craps table just before 2 a.m. So I'm highly disappointed that they actually meant basically like 1 a.m. on Wednesday. They should have clarified that on their website. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to walk through. I do have a stay in there. I did stay in there about a month ago. So I have a room tour and a hotel tour from staying in there. Um, bro, why? What's up with that? But unfortunately, yeah, I wasn't able to go in there yesterday as planned, unfortunately. And I'm really, really disappointed in that. But I feel like their website should have. been a little bit more specific. The Tropicana, when they closed their doors, I was able to know that they were very, very specific about their detailed plan. So I was able to do a final night through the walkthrough in there the night before, but that's because they were very specific about the times and stuff like that. So I really wish Mirage would have been more, more upfront about what times they were closing and all that. So yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to, and I really, really wanted to. So you can see Planet Hollywood, that white building in between the other two. That's Planet Hollywood right there. Nice, fun hotel. They have like dancing models or whatever in between the table games, all kinds of stuff like that. I stayed there a few months ago too. Loved the Mirage. The suite rooms are very underrated. Yeah, I agree. That particular hotel was extremely underrated. Even though it was an older property from the '80s, I believe, Steve Wynn did an amazing job of building it, constructing it, and it really was the first mega resort of its type in Vegas. And it really set the standard for a lot of these other places that just kind of followed suit. Now, now that I kind of heard about the Hard Rock's plan, they're actually keeping that building, which I'm very happy about. So they're going to build their guitar shaped hotel right where the volcano show currently sits right now. And that building is going to go through a big remodel, but it will be part of the Hard Rock. So that's kind of cool that they are kind of keeping that building. I think it's kind of a way to pay tribute to Mirage while also doing their thing to make it part of Hard Rock. So that's kind of cool, at least. I was very upset when I heard they were closing it down, um, but hopefully it's really nice and it's worth it. All right, this big building right here, that's part of Bellagio. Bellagio is one of my favorite properties on the strip for a couple of reasons. Number one is it's huge, it's beautiful. Another cool thing is that they offer a lot of free things to do. So they're famous for their fountain show. So you can go see their fountain show in the evening time completely free. It's a really nice fountain show. They change the songs up. It's pretty cool, actually, if you've never been. If you saw my live stream last night, we were able to catch it. Um, they also have the conservatory and botanical gardens. The conservatory and botanical gardens change every quarter, completely free. So much hard work and effort goes into it. And then they have a chocolate fountain that's in the Guinness Book of Records. All free, you can go check out. So if you want some free stuff to go check out Bellagio. Another historic hotel closing. It's a shame for Vegas. Tropicana closing is also sad. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I was really disappointed about both of them. Um, Tropicana, I was disappointed because Bally's never did anything with it. Rocio, how's it going? Thanks for being on here. Appreciate you. Everyone, if you like this type of content, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. Tropicana was a disappointment because Bally's never did anything with it. They just let it kind of rot and sit there, hoping that it was going to get better on its own. They never reinvested money into it. They never did a proper theme for it. It had a pretty cool pool. If they would have revamped the pool, it's on a good location, Las Vegas Boulevard and Tropicana Avenue. How much cars pass by there every single day? They could have done a lot, but they just didn't do anything for it. And then Mirage is just kind of sad because I feel like it was already beautiful. It had one of the nicest pools I've been to. So I feel like why take something that's not broken and then change it? But Hard Rock owns it, and honestly, they can do whatever they want to it. So it's sad. It really is sad, but hopefully they do something good when they take and run with it. All right, so you can see Flamingo in the background here. We walked right through there yesterday. Tristan, if you're talking about the Luxor, you can barely see it a little bit. And you can see it a little bit. Sorry, you can see it a little bit. We don't have the greatest view of it though, but you can see it from over here. It's Luxor's owned by MGM. It's a pyramid themed hotel. That's the one that has the light that goes up to the sky at nighttime. We just don't have the best view from here, but you can kind of see it. Yeah, Matthew, exactly. So yeah, you can see the flamingo. We walked right past there the last two nights on my live streams. Flamingo is one of the older properties still left on the Vegas Strip. It is kind of connected to two other casinos because it's owned by Caesars. So you can see Flamingo, the Link, and the Cromwell all connect with each other. They have come up and make up that Link High Roller area, the Link Promenade area. Actually, I just released a video on that here on YouTube yesterday, so you can check that out. Nice big area with tons of restaurants and bars, shopping areas. The Link High Roller. It's a pretty nice area if you've never been. So yeah, that's the Flamingo. You can see Caesar's Palace right there. Actually, these two buildings are part of Caesar's. You can see Harrah's in the background right there. That's Harrah's also. Harris, I believe, is owned by Caesars too. Then you can see Venetian. Venetian is a beautiful, beautiful property, and it's actually getting a $1.5 billion remodel. So on top of already being nice, it's getting a remodel again. The Link is a cool hotel, especially if you're in Vegas to party. Yeah, Link's great. The Link is a lot of fun, and you're right. If you're there to party, it's for sure cool. Um, the Flamingo actually has a, I can't remember the name of it. They have a bar that you can actually purchase like an open bar wristband, and you can get an open bar for it. I actually did it before COVID several years ago, and I actually tipped the bartender very heavily the first drink, and he remembered me. So anytime I went in line, even if he saw two or three people ahead of me, he would prepare my drink and hand it to me. Because if you take care of them, they're gonna take care of you. You know. Um, Flamingo, in my opinion, is kind of a party hotel too. And in the Cromwell, which is also connected to them, the cool thing about the Cromwell is it's 21 and up. So if you want to go to a hotel or a casino out here and you don't really want to deal with kids, go check out the Cromwell. It's a nice, very clean, beautiful property. Dre's Beach Club is inside there too. Very popular for like pool parties and stuff like that. And yeah, at least there you don't have to worry about kids. So on the strip, I know Cromwell's 21 and up. And then on Fremont Street, Circa is 21 and up. So in Circa, you have to even show your ID just to get into the hotel and casino. So if you're looking for adults only, no kids, Cromwell on the strip and Circa on Fremont. Everyone, welcome, welcome. Hit the like button for me and make sure you are subscribed to my channel or become a channel member. On the days that I don't work, like yesterday and the day before yesterday, we were walking around, people watching. I think I walked like 6 miles the day before yesterday, just walking around the strip between YouTube and TikTok live streaming. So, but today I do work, so we're just kind of hanging out a little bit before work for me. Tipping culture is crazy in Vegas, America. I'm English, and in England, tipping can be considered rude. So here's the thing, Matthew. I'm a bartender out here, so I do believe in tipping. I'm very grateful for tipping because the hourly wage that I make out here is pathetic. So I do really, really live off my tips. I'll be honest. But I do agree that tipping culture in America has gone out of hand. For example, I went to teeth whitening, right? And the dental hygienist was asking for tips. I'm not used to that at all. You know, when I'm ordering fast food at a to-go place, you know, I never have been a tipper of that. You know what I mean? Um, Anything like that, it's just out of hand. That when you go to the airport and you buy an energy drink from someone, you picked up the can yourself. You were the one that walked around the store and got it, and then you go to the cashier and they ask if you want a tip. It's just gone out of hand. I agree with you on that one. But I am old school. I do believe bartenders, servers, cocktail servers, people like that. I'm old school. I do believe that it's always been a thing to tip them if the service is good. But other than that, yeah, I do agree that the tipping culture has gone way out of hand for sure. Let's tell you what else. We just went over Venetian, beautiful property. Obviously, the Mirage, it's sad. It closed its doors yesterday, Wednesday, for the final time. So it's officially closed. Uh, the casino's closed, the hotel's closed. So it's officially closed. It'll remain closed for about 3 years until the Hard Rock officially opens. I tip when I'm in America, but places like Starbucks asking for tips, it's silly. I also have the same as sports store. Yeah, yeah, I get you on that for sure. The tipping culture has gone really, really out of hand here. But when it comes to like old school stuff, bartenders, servers, cocktail servers, stuff like that, then I do think it's just how I was raised up, and all right, in the background behind Mirage, there's Treasure Island. Treasure Island is one of the oldest properties still left on the strip. In the 90s, it was really, really famous for their pirate show, but that's long, long, long gone. They do offer free parking, which is kind of cool. So if you're looking for a place that offers free parking, check out Treasure Island. Circus, I believe, still offers free parking. Behind them is the Win and Encore. Win and Encore is a beautiful, beautiful property. Very clean in there. Always smells good. I've never stayed in there, but every time I've gone, only a couple of times I've gone and gambled a little bit. I've always had amazing service there. So Win and Encore, beautiful properties. That red building in the background, that's actually Resorts World, the second newest resort on the Vegas Strip. The first one being Fontainebleau. That's the second newest one. Um, What can I say about that? They used to offer free parking if you would sign up for their players card, but they actually just changed it. So now they charge for parking. So it's kind of stupid. And in that gold building right here is actually Trump Tower. Trump Tower has no casino; it's just a hotel. It actually has superb reviews online. Are you into soccer? I'm shocked that Vegas isn't a city hosting the World Cup. Not really, to be honest with you. I'll watch it if it's a country that I'm excited about. But to be fair, I'm not huge into soccer. But I can see why people are so excited about it because I've watched some games and it is very exciting. I've just never really gone into it, to be fair. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised about that as well because Vegas is a host to a lot of things. So who knows? Maybe one day it'll be the idea will float around. But yeah, it was just raining right before the live stream. Maybe 10 minutes before I live streamed, it was actually raining. Not heavy, but there was some light rain, and there was a flash flood warning and a wind advisory. Looks like the wind has actually calmed down by now, but here, anytime. So, a lot of my OG followers know that I used to do these parking garage here at Rio, like these live streams quite often, but I started going inside more often than not. So today I decided to do kind of an old school one. But I do like to show all sides of Vegas. A lot of live streamers won't do that. So I'll kind of show you that obviously Vegas isn't all just glitz and glamour and lights and casinos and stuff. There's another side of Vegas, you know. So unfortunately, there are some homeless people that live down here. These are active train tracks, by the way. There are some homeless people that live under that. Actually, you can see someone walking over there right now. Um, so you know, Vegas does have a homeless problem, and you can see this bridge right here. So this bridge is actually a big, pretty active. Is that Flamingo actually? I can't remember. But anyway, this is kind of the way you get to Rio from here, and it's actually the pedestrian bridge from Rio to get to the Strip. On the far right corner, right there, you can actually see some tents and stuff. So you can see some homeless live down there. So Vegas does have a homeless problem. I like to show all sides of it, you know, not just the glitz and glamour. But that's kind of why I've done I think 3 or 4 videos of feeding the homeless and kind of giving back to the community. You know, a couple of times I made like sandwiches and a bag of chips and a water bottle and just handed it out to the homeless people, kind of by UNLV by my area. The other time I got like a bag of frozen burritos, just warmed them all up, and then just put a bag of chips in a water bottle. Immediately drove out to the homeless because there's quite a few homeless people within a mile from me. So just immediately started driving, and me and my girlfriend started handing them out. So you know, try to do some good like that. Um, Jason, how's it going? I like this channel. Thank you. I appreciate you being on here. Thank you so much. Please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I try to be different from other live streamers. You know, like a lot of live streamers will just go every single night. They'll go to the Bellagio and they'll go to the by the fountains right there, and they'll just kind of show you the fountains. And don't get me wrong, that's beautiful. It's great, but every single night, and it doesn't fail. It never fails. Like last night, I saw a couple of people live streaming in that area. So I just try to be a little bit different. You know, not saying it's not fun, but not every single night. You know. And yeah, here's a pro tip: if you're gonna come out here and you're gonna walk the strip, or you're gonna walk Fremont, stop at a liquor store, you know, like Lee's Discount or an ABC store, 7-Eleven, anything like that. And yeah, just make sure you get your alcohol beforehand because this is Vegas. You can walk around with an open container. They're only strict about glass. Don't have glass on the strip or on Fremont, especially Fremont. Fremont's very strict about that. But you can walk around with a can of beer, you know. So go get yourself tall cans of beer. Walk the strip with that. It's gonna be a heck of a lot cheaper than buying from those daiquiri bars. Those daiquiri bars want like 20, $21 just for like a well vodka cranberry or something, you know. Subbed and liked as always. I appreciate you, Jason. Thank you. By the way, where are you watching from? So yeah, go get yourself like a tall can of a beer, seltzer, whatever it is you drink. It's gonna be a lot cheaper. Or bring your own from home. You know, most hotels offer ice. Go get yourself an ice bucket. Get your ice. Make your own drinks in your room. Then walk the strip. You know. But yeah, this is Vegas. It is still 100. Let's see, 105 outside, even though it's kind of cloudy and gloomy outside, and it was raining a few, right before the live stream, drizzling, I should say. But it's still 105 out. I wish I don't know who that is, to be honest with you. Who is that? Oh, Santa Monica. Okay, wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. I haven't been to the Santa Monica Pier in years, but I know how beautiful it is there. So here's the thing. I don't agree with. I don't like. I'm not gonna say I don't agree, but I don't like having homeless people in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. I mean, most of them are just like you said, down on their luck. But there are some kind of crazy people out there. And sometimes when my girlfriend has to go to work at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning, and I'm not awake yet, just walking to her car, or walking, you know, it's kind of scary. You know what I mean? It's still dark outside, so I don't like having homeless people all around. But with that being said, I know that some of them just need help, and I wish there was more help given to them. Instead of us giving billions of dollars in aid to other countries and putting our nose where it doesn't belong, we should be helping our veterans. We should be helping our own homeless here at home. So I hate that that happens. I hate that's a thing, but for whatever it is. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Jason. I completely agree with you. I completely agree. And it's funny because they all campaign on it, but then nothing ever happens. You bet on NFL games. Nano Gold, how's it going? I never really have before. Uh, it's not that I'm against it. I just never really have. I really should though. I know a few coworkers, acquaintances, friends that have made some decent money from betting on games. So maybe I should. But yeah, anyway, that's why I'm just, even though it's not much, like I think I fed like 12 people, 13 people the first time. I think the second time I fed 10 people. I can't even remember, but it's something, you know what I mean? And it's kind of sad because when I immediately handed them that bag with a sandwich, a bag of chips, and water, I would say seven, eight of them immediately grabbed the bottle of water first thing. So, Jason, that's awesome. Who did you send it to? That's awesome. Every bit helps. But yeah, to everyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Thanks for being on here with me. My name is Gabe. I'm a Vegas local. I try to live stream 4 to 5 times a week. Sometimes, if I can, I'll do 7 days a week. Just really depends on my work schedule. But I appreciate y'all being on here with me. I want to grow this channel out. The bigger I grow this channel, the better content I can bring y'all. So, everyone hit the like button for me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel or become a channel member. Those are all ways you can help me out a lot. I feel sorry for the homeless people suffering in the heat. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's crazy right now. There's a 99-cent store that closed about a mile from my where I live, and there's a lot that hang out in that parking lot. That's why I was able to find so many of them. Uh, immediately after I made the bags of sandwich and chips and water, and I was able to hand them out, at least a lot of, or half of them, fairly quickly. But yeah, this is kind of a cool little view of the strip. We're just looking at the back end of the strip. So if we're looking at the front end, um, we'd be seeing the lights and all that stuff. We're just seeing the back end of it. I didn't point this one out earlier, but see the poles right here on the other side of the pole? That's Horseshoe. Horseshoe is formerly Bally's. It's owned by Caesars. It's owned by Caesars Entertainment. Formerly Bally's. They rebranded it to Horseshoe, and now they kind of focus on like poker tournaments and stuff. Also helps homeless in Las Vegas. That's good. All right, y'all. I'm gonna stay with me here for a second. I'm just gonna walk to my car. I'm gonna drink some water real quick because even though it's kind of cloudy, it's still 105 out. So just have to stay hydrated out there. I'll give you all the best view I can though while I'm drinking some water. Everyone, let me know where are you watching from. I'd love to hear from everyone. I always love some interaction on my live streams. You guys don't have to stay quiet here. All right, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna drink water. The last few live streams from here at Rio, I've actually been inside, so I don't know. You guys need to let me know. Do you like these outside ones better? Do you like inside of the casino better? I mean, we can always walk inside. It's not a big deal. Is the MGM still on the strip? Jason, yeah. Yeah, we don't have a clear view of it, but basically, see where the Excalibur is? It'd be right across the street from that. Across, well, actually, no, I'm kind of lying because it would be across and across. So, see New York, New York, across New York, New York, it would be directly across the street from that, across from Las Vegas Boulevard. So, yeah, it's still there. It's still a big player. Um, yeah, they're still there. They're not going nowhere. MGM owns probably about 40% of the strip. MGM owns, see the gold buildings in the far background, Mandalay Bay and Delano? They own those. Luxor, Excalibur, New York, New York, Park MGM, Aria, they own all of those. Vadara. So yeah, MGM's a huge player on the Vegas Strip. Here, we're gonna walk over here for just a second. There's a couple little local, or not really local casinos, but I'll show you a couple of casinos that are over here. There's some like AC fans, so it's very loud, so I won't stay here long, but I'll just at least show you what's over here. Nah, Jason, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for interacting with me. Makes the chat, makes the live stream a lot better. Thank you. Yeah, you can probably hear the fans already, but see these fans? All right, see, it's kind of covered up. Here's Rio's newest sign, though. There's their old sign. It's been there years and years. Um, See these two towers right here? That's actually Palms Hotel and Casino. It was owned by Station Casinos, and then during COVID, they actually sold it to San Manuel Indian tribe out of Southern California. They own Yamava Hotel and Casino in Highland, California. So now they own this property. They own Palms out here. Um, I've stayed there. The rooms were nice, remodeled and everything. But here's what I will say. I get one of the most commonly asked questions I get is, what buffet do I recommend out here? And here's what I can say. Um, I tried the brunch buffet here. The brunch buffet I believe was $37.99, and at Palms, $37.99. They had a pretty decent selection of food too. They had seafood, they had Mexican food, they had omelets made on the spot for you where you can choose whatever you want in it. They had, your bacon, sausage, eggs, all that stuff. They had a whole different seafood area just full of seafood. And on top of that, they had bottomless mimosas. So all that for 37 bucks is actually not bad. So if you're looking for a decent brunch option that's not going to kill the bank, check out Palms. The quicker we move the chat, the better algorithm. Yep, 1,000,000%. Thank you. Yeah, it's still pretty cloudy outside though. Like I said, it was raining right before the live stream. Everyone, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. It'd mean a lot to me. Hit the like button for me too. I haven't been to Vegas since 2018. We stayed at Golden Nugget downtown. Yeah, Golden Nuggets. I just stayed there about 2 months ago. Um, they have a really nice pool. I actually fell in love with their pool. And they have a shark tank right in the middle of the pool. And on top of that, they have a water slide that goes through the shark tank. Now the water slide closed right before I got there. I think it closed at like 5 p.m. And I didn't check in until, maybe 4:45 or so. And then there was actually some issues with my room. So I had to call the front desk, then I had to call housekeeping, talk to housekeeping. By the time I got through the phone calls and all that, and I got down to the pool, it was just a couple minutes after 5 p.m. and they closed the water slide. So I never got to experience the water slide through the shark tank. So I was really, really, really disappointed about that because that was one of the main reasons why I booked my stay. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. But the pool is still beautiful. That's probably one of my favorite pools in Vegas. The other one that I just got to experience for the first time about less than a month ago, and now they're closed, is Mirage. Man, um, the Mirage had an amazing pool. Well, my girlfriend and I both liked it. My girlfriend even said like, "This is my favorite pool now." And unfortunately, now Mirage is closed permanently. So if y'all didn't know, the Mirage ceased operations yesterday, so they're officially permanently closed. They will never reopen under Mirage. It's going to stay closed for about 3 years. When it reopens, it's going to reopen under the Hard Rock brand. They are keeping that tower though, that building right there. They are keeping it. It's just going to go under renovation, and then they're going to make it part of the new Hard Rock with the new guitar themed hotel as well. Monsoon rains from Mexico. Wow. Yeah, it is very unfortunate, but I don't know. I think their pool is amazing. I'm kind of sad to see their pool go. I've gone to the pool at Resorts World as well, that red building right there. Resorts World is made up by three different Hiltons: the Hilton, the Conrad, and a Crockford. So, Hilton is kind of like, their basic level, basic tier rooms. Conrad is going to be a step up from that. And then Crockford is going to be the best, like the highest tier of rooms you can get. So, yeah, prices do vary depending on what rooms you stay in. But I will say this: I stayed in their hotel twice now. I think I stayed in a Hilton room. I stayed in a Conrad room. Never stayed in a Crockford room though. But I will say this: their pool is huge, multiple pools, a lot of area. So I was in their pool, and even though it was pretty crowded, I still felt like I had enough room for myself, and like I wasn't bumping into people. So I will say this: they do have a decent sized pool there. Circa has a nice pool with big screens. Yeah, for sure. I really want to try Circa's pool. Um, I just have to find the right room rates, or maybe I'll just pay to get in. You never know. Unless someone on here has connections. If you have connections to get into Circus Pool, let me know. I remember playing blackjack in the pool at the old Frontier Hotel. Oh yeah, swim up blackjack and stuff. That's awesome. Believe it or not, Golden Nugget still has some. It's not exactly swim up because you're not inside the pool, but they do have some blackjack tables poolside, if that makes sense. And they actually have a sign saying if you're gonna gamble blackjack at their poolside, you'll get into their pool area for free. So that might be a cool way to get into their pool. But yeah, I'm really bummed out about the Mirage. It's just such a beautiful property, and it was so nice in there. I remember sitting at their bar playing Keno, and I'm just like, man, this bar still looks so nice, and it looks better than some of the other hotels that have bar tops and stuff like that. And they're not being closed down. Maybe they should be closed down instead of Mirage. Flamingo's pretty old too. Flamingo's a pretty old hotel. I've heard their rooms are remodeled there, but I'm not for sure. I've never stayed there. To be fair, I feel bad sometimes because like sometimes people ask me questions, but I haven't stayed at a lot of these properties because when I stay there, I stay out of pocket. So um, yeah, I wish I could stay at all of them so I can report back and be like, all right, this one's a great place to stay. Here's my pros and cons from these places. But yeah, I stay out of my own pocket. So I've stayed at, let me see, what have I stayed at? Like I said, I've stayed at Resorts World, I've stayed at the Hilton and the Conrad. I've eaten inside of Treasure Island, but I've never stayed in there. I stayed at Mirage, but that one's closed now. I stayed at Horseshoe, but it was still Bally's at the time. Um, I stayed at Polo Towers, which is kind of on the other side of these buildings. Everyone, please like, subscribe, and share. Jason, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Yeah, let's build up this channel. The bigger I can build this channel up, the more content I can bring y'all. It's kind of sad because I reached out to, this was probably about 2.5, 3 months ago, but I reached out to four different casinos. And these aren't big casinos by any means. They're pretty small casinos. Well, some of them. And I try to reach out to them and say, hey, look, I'm a YouTuber and a TikToker. I just want to make content here, maybe like showing your cocktail servers, delivering drinks to the guests, your bartenders making some cool creative drinks. I just want to show all you all have to offer: drinks, food, maybe film once a week, like of slot playing, like me playing a slot machine, stuff like that. I even told them I'm not looking for anything. All I want is permission to film. And sadly, all four of them didn't get back to me. And I'll be honest, I don't have to hide it. One of them was here at Rio. Rio never got back to me. One of them was Ellis Island Hotel and Casino off the strip on Koval Lane. They have their own brewery. It's a kind of a local's favorite spot. They never got back to me. One of them is Oyo Hotel and Casino, kind of on this side, on the south end of the strip, right across from MGM Grand on Tropicana Avenue, and next door to the now closed Tropicana. And then the other one was El Cortez in Fremont. And sadly, they never got back to me. So the Flamingo was built in 1946. Isn't that the oldest hotel on the strip? Yeah, you might be right on that. Yeah, you could be right. It might be Flamingo now. Technically, isn't I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know for sure, but isn't Royale pretty old too? The Casino Royale with the Best Western attached right on the strip. I want to say that's a really old casino too. But yeah, Flamingo's definitely up there. Rio is a pretty old property too. But if you didn't know the Rio here, I'm at. So for those of you just joining, I'm at the Rio parking garage, Rio Hotel and Casino. It's free parking here. I'm on the third floor. You can go up one more floor to the fourth floor. You probably would have a tiny bit of a better view. The only thing I can say you can probably see from the fourth floor that you can't see from here is Allegiant Stadium where the Las Vegas Raiders play. Other than that, you have pretty much the same view, just a little bit higher. Um, but I will say this: it's free parking here. The Rio is under new ownership. Dreamscape bought them out late last year, and I really will say that Dreamscape's done a lot to this property. Newly remodeled rooms, and they're all suites, so they're all nice big rooms. Newly remodeled, newly remodeled swimming pool. They've invested upwards of 40 million into the pool alone. Brand new food court, brand new English tavern. They're remodeling every single square inch of the casino floor. So if you haven't been to Rio in a while, come check them out. You'll probably be very, very pleasantly surprised at all the work they've put in. I read that the sports books have been practically empty because of online betting. Yeah, that for sure. Some states do. It is illegal to do online betting in some states. So, but yeah, I can see that for sure. 1967 casino. Okay, nice. Jason, thanks for that information. But yeah, Flamingo is probably it then. That's true. But it's crazy because when you go in there, it's still packed. Gets a lot of people in there. It's crazy. But yeah, everyone, welcome, welcome. Sorry this isn't a more interesting live stream. I really wish I can be out on the strip, walking around like I did yesterday and the day before yesterday. Um, just unfortunately, I work in a little bit. So on the days that I work, I'll still, I made a commitment that I would live stream, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. Live streaming is probably my favorite part of my day now. When I first started live streaming, I was very awkward on live streams and stuff like that. Now it's probably my favorite part of the day. But yeah, on the days that I have to work, I'll still find a cool little view like this, and you know, I'll still live stream and show y'all a cool little view of Vegas. But on the days that I don't work, just like yesterday and the day before yesterday, we're out there, we're people watching stuff like that. Golden Gate Hotel and Casino is the oldest of them all. Okay, wow. Golden Gate Casino, 118 years old. Wow. Yeah, Fremont's old school Vegas for sure. I know El Cortez is up there too. Um, Oh, here's a train coming by. If y'all didn't know, these are active train tracks that we're by. But it will get a little loud for a little bit. Sorry, y'all. Golden Nugget's pretty old too. But yeah, for sure. A lot of history on Fremont in downtown Las Vegas. Yeah, there's a lot of Vegas history. Tropicana was up there too, but Tropicana closed now. Tropicana actually closed its doors 67 years. No, I'm sorry, just 2 days before its 67th birthday. So Tropicana was a very old hotel with a lot of mob ties as well. Sorry for the noise, y'all. But I appreciate y'all being on here with me. It means a lot. Thank you so much. I'll be honest, it doesn't feel like 105 outside, but it may be because there's actually a little bit of a breeze right now. All right, what do y'all think? Do you guys want to go into the casino for a little bit? We can actually go inside if you guys want. Because even though it doesn't feel bad, I'm not opposed to getting into the AC for a little bit. Wow, look how gloomy and cloudy it is. All right, let me get my bag from my car, and then we'll go inside. Yeah, I'm gonna chug some water real quick. We'll get my bag, and then we'll go inside. It's only a couple minute walk from here. It's actually not far. Just bear with me for a second. Everyone, hit the like button for me. It'd mean a lot. Thank you. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. All right, let's get the bag here. All right, y'all, bear with me while we walk inside, okay? Like I said, it's only a 2 or 3 minute walk, so it's not bad. And security actually just passed by, so if you're gonna park your car here, at least you can feel comfortable knowing that security makes its rounds and everything. But yeah, Rio does offer free parking, so if you're gonna stay here, free parking. Resort fees are a little bit lower than the rest of the strip, probably because it's just off the strip. But yeah, lower resort fees, free parking. Room rates are pretty decent here. I know they partnered with the Hyatt, so you have like I don't know how the Hyatt points work, but all right. Once again, just bear with me. We're just walking into the casino. We'll be there in just a second. You'll see how quick and easy it is to get. So, basically on from the level 3, you just have to take the elevators to level 4. I'm not gonna take the elevators because they take too long, and I'm afraid I'll lose signal in there for y'all. So let's just take the stairs. It's just one story up. So yeah, this is kind of the outside of the Rio right here, and then this is the fourth floor of the parking garage. This is the one that I've been saying like has a pretty cool view. So yeah, you can see the view from up here. You can see everything from up here, including Legion Stadium over there. The Roomba looking thing. That's a Legion Stadium. All right, let's go inside though. You see how cloudy it is today. All right, y'all. Sorry. Try to get Wi-Fi. Oh man, it feels good in here. So right when you walk in, you got Smash Burger right here. I actually did a video on this one if you want to see the food and the prices. There's that show that people know. All right, everyone, welcome. We're inside of Rio now. Yeah, that's another show. Wow. Let's take a look downstairs here real quick. So there's a Wetzel's Pretzels right here too. So this is the upstairs area. Smash Burgers right here. There's actually the wedding chapel right here. So that's a wedding chapel. I don't know what that is. Some kind of a store. Oh man, feels good in here. Directly below me, there's actually like it's like a Kiss museum and a Kiss arcade. You can see the car for them right there. Keep in mind, this is the slower end of the casino. The other side of the casino kind of wraps around that way a little bit. Um, that is a busier side. That's where reception is for the hotel, like hotel registration. That's where the restaurants are, the new food court. That's where pretty much everything is at. So that part of the casino is the first part to be remodeled. So this part's going to be the last part to be remodeled, including this bar right here. So if you're seeing it and you're like, why is this so empty or slow? This is the slow side of the casino. Don't worry. They do have a wine cellar right down here. That's the wine cellar. Um, I actually saw some actual stuff over here. I don't think we're gonna have a view from here, but there is. It looks like a new pizzeria and pasta place opening up in this little corner right here. So I really got to ask a staff member what's that about. Who's been here at Rio before? Let me know your experience. Like I said, keep in mind that since late last year, they're under new ownership. The new owners are doing a lot to this property, like a lot. But yeah, once again, we're inside of the Rio Hotel and Casino. Keep in mind, this is the slower part of the casino. Daniel, Las Vegas, Nevada, just off the Vegas Strip, Rio Hotel and Casino. So if you didn't know, these tracks in the sky, the original owners of Rio actually used to use these for like little, I don't know how to explain it, kind of like a little party bus or party train, and they would actually drop like beads and gifts and stuff down to people gambling. It's pretty cool. There's Smashburger over here. There's a wedding chapel. It's called the Rock and Roll Chapel. There's a Kiss museum and arcade that's directly below me. That's why that car's there. Now, the few times I have been here walking around or live streaming from their bar area, I will say you see a lot of people coming to and from their pool. It doesn't surprise me because their pool is newly remodeled, and I heard it's actually a really nice pool. So it doesn't surprise me to see a lot of people going to their pool area. Maybe not today because it was just raining a few minutes ago, but it wouldn't personally stop me because it just drizzled for a few minutes. It wasn't even bad. I'd probably enjoy the pool right now because it's not, even though it's 105 out right now, there's a little breeze. It actually doesn't feel too bad outside today at all. But yeah, welcome inside of the Rio Hotel and Casino. I actually had someone on a live stream about a week ago tell me she got married here at this wedding chapel right here. It's kind of cool. And once again, this side of the casino will be the last one. to get the remodel, but they are going to remodel every square inch of the casino floor, and this carpet's going to be changed out too. So they are changing out the carpet. I think if they do something right with this bar down here, right directly below us, I think if they do something right with this bar, it has potential too, because it's right at the entrance. This is where the free parking is, right? You have to go through there to the free parking. So you have to pass right by here anyway. You can go up and stay up here, but there's really nothing up here. Um, there's literally nothing up here. So you more than likely you're gonna end up going down on these escalators right here. This bar is gonna be the first one you hit up. So if they do something right with this bar, I think it has a lot of potential. Then up here, Wetzel's Pretzels. This show, I'm not gonna say because I don't want to take off YouTube. Smash Burger up here. Smash Burger has, I want to say, like two beers on draft. They sell a few different beer or bottled beers. They have a lemonade. They have a soda fountain machine. Their burgers were pretty decent. I'll give them that. And then downstairs, obviously, you have all the restaurants. So Rio has a restaurant from Guy Fieri. They have a Hash House a Go Go, a Starbucks. They have the Voodoo Steakhouse on the 50th floor. They have a brand new food court just opened up, maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 months ago, something like that. Um, the food court has some different options too. They have like a Philly sub, like a Philly cheesesteak place. They have a ramen place, a burger place, and a few other options. Um, they have a brand new English tavern, Luckley's. It just opened up about a month and a half, 2 months ago, something like that. So there's quite a few food options here. They also have that wine cellar. See right over here? There's a wine cellar. You have to go down like a spiral set of stairs, and it leads you to their wine cellar. I've only kind of peeked down there, but it looks pretty nice down there. I will say that. But yeah, this place is up and coming for sure. Everyone, if you're watching, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Help me build up this channel. Hit the like button for me. It means a lot to me. So, if anyone see any slot machines that they like to play, let me know. There's a guy walking around with a hat right there. He kind of reminds me of one of those that kind of walks around and checks all the machines for changing them. You know, some people they have like 13 cents left, 21 cents left. They don't have any. They don't have enough for spin, so they just leave it in instead of cashing it out. There's people that walk around casinos and just check for that. He kind of reminded me of someone like that because he was looking at every single machine. All right, y'all. I probably will end the stream for now. Just want to jump on for a little bit, but I appreciate y'all so much for being on here with me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll be back on tomorrow. But all of y'all that took your time to hang out with me, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Other than that, have a great one. Please be safe out there, and hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.